Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a Scottish build, and this is actually inspired by one of the houses that I saw when we were walking along to the botanical gardens on my recent trip to Edinburgh. And if you want to see what I got up to, I actually did a little vlog, and I will put that in an iCard or link it at the end of this video so you can see what shenanigans I got up to there. Did some really random stuff and some touristy stuff as well. So we are making one of the big mansion type houses they have there in the outskirts of Edinburgh, and it has a little modern extension out the back as well, because the house that actually based it off actually had a house that was modern right next to it. It was kind of had little modern houses at the back of it that had like skylights and stuff, so I was getting all excited that I could actually recreate them in The Sims. So we got a 3-story house technically, because they have extended into the loft area like a lot of the houses had done along the street. They kind of thought that they needed more space than they already have, so they have extended into the loft. And we'll also be using a brick texture that also is similar to the ones that they have in Edinburgh, where they have the limestone, and it looks really nice when it gets all wet and dark. It looks super cool. So we're going for a more traditional sort of style for the main part of the house, and then we're adding some modern bits here and there to kind of reflect the fact that the Sims have updated the house as they've gone along as well. And we've also got a little conservatory out the back that they've added on, kind of I think before they added the kitchen, because it's a bit more older looking. So it is a house for about five to like 8 Sims. You kind of have a master bedroom, 3 kids' rooms, and a guest room, so you can kind of juggle around where your Sims are. So downstairs we have a hallway where I tried to make it so it kind of connects all the different rooms of the house, so your Sims will be going through it like constantly. You can't get to any of the other rooms on the ground floor without going through the hallway. And we have a formal dining room, and then like a more chill one at the back where the old kitchen was, and then we have a study and the kitchen in the extension. Then upstairs we have the master bedroom, a guest bedroom, and a toddler room, and then we've got the 2 kids' rooms and an attic space at the top as well. So I actually wanted to use the vampire flooring in the hallway, which I've been a bit obsessed with recently, because I thought, it being an older house, it'd be quite fun to kind of play with some of the more older looking things. So we're going for the lovely yellow flooring. I use quite a lot of the vampire stuff in this house, like some of the wallpapers and some of the floorings as well, because I do like the diagonal vampire flooring, and the parquet one as well is pretty cool. But most of the other rooms kind of use all the other stuff as well, so each room has its own little personality. And I kind of tried to think about the Sims I was building it for as well a bit more, and tried to mix the different styles of old and new, and make it a house that was actually correctly sized as well. For once, I feel like I didn't try and oversize any of the rooms, because sometimes you can always make the room too big, and then you're trying to fill it with stuff when you don't need to. And I also tried to make sure that most of the rooms downstairs had fireplaces as well, because obviously those Scottish winters you need to have the fire on, but we do have the radiators and the thermostats as well. So this is the little formal living space here at the front. So this will be for like bringing your guests over to have your like mother's meeting or just catch up with your friends. So using the vampire chairs, which are super fancy, and use the base game one to go with it as well. And downstairs I've used the little Babby chandelier from Vampire Stuff, because I thought they'd try keep the Victorian Edwardian vibes going with some of the fancy stuff, but obviously trying to make it modern as well. So we've got a few fancy items about, because I thought one of the Sims would be really into like really bougie stuff. So the master bedroom is proper going out there as well. So it's very similar to the downstairs here, and also because the rooms are a bit smaller, they become a little bit more intimate spaces. So it didn't have to over clutter them or anything. So they kind of work with a fewer items in there, which is always nice to do. And then in the hallway, because we've got this double wide staircase, I thought it'd be quite funny to put all the like coats and bags and shoes and all sorts of stuff under the stairs, because imagine one of them be like, it's so messy in here, like we're just going to put all your stuff behind the stairs. So I thought that was quite a fun idea. And then this is the little study area, so you can imagine one of the Sims being a bookworm or into writing or something like that. So they've got their own little space, and they've got a little card table as well for if they invite their friends over for some cards. And we're going pretty old school vibes in that room with the green wallpaper, and I'm just adding in the clutter with all like the beach towels and the shoe racks and the sports equipment and everything. I think it's quite a fun little space. And then at the back here, you can imagine that this was the old kitchen before the extension, so now they've kind of whitewashed the walls and turned it into a kids play area / sort of less formal seating area. So we've got all the kids' toys and all the fun stuff for them to do in here. We also have a TV as well with a little games console, so all the family and sort of if they have friends around, they can all be put in this back room here as well. And it's easy enough to get from here to the kitchen as well, because that's straight across the corridor, and use a bit more colour and more fun stuff in here, but kind of keeping the white as well, just to kind of reflect one of the parent Sims' obsession with being clean and tidy. And obviously I don't know how safe it is having a fireplace in there in the kids' room, but it will have to do. And kind of trying to find all the different things. I put in a little, I think it's the craft station, which is always fun. Try to make each room like have some sort of function to it, because it's always annoying when you have a room that you don't really use, so it's always good. And then this is the little bathroom area, so this has like 3 different styles in it. So we've got like a Victorian toilet, and then we've got like a slightly more modern bath, and then we've got like modern like sink and shower and cabinet as well. So they kind of changed it like in 3 different time periods to get it up to what it is now. They're kind of one of the main family bathrooms. And we also have the laundry day stuff as well. So we put one of the washing machines in the kitchen as a classic British thing to do. And then we had this little hallway to the extension, so I thought it'd be a nice place to put a little side table and a little painting as well. And then in the extension, kind of wanted it to be the most modern part of the house. We also still got the bricks from the actual outside of the house as well, because I thought it'd be nice to connect the two together, so you can kind of still see that it's an add-on to the house rather than them actually just whitewashing the entire thing. We're using like the modern base game stuff, and it's quite a nice little compact kitchen. It's got some nice big windows, so you can sit out and have your dinner in the the big corner full floor to ceiling windows, and it's nice to have a more compact kitchen, because normally I end up doing them way too big, and then you're always trying to find stuff to put in it. I also put a few of the thermostats around the place, so then you don't have to wander everywhere just to try and change the temperature. They're using a somewhat modern round little table to go there, but it's kind of a mix of styles everywhere, and just popping in little coffee things and a few bits to go on the wall, but try not to overdo everything, because obviously it's a slightly smaller space, but I think it's a very nice little kitchen area. And then on the upstairs we kind of have the master bedroom and the hallway. I actually changed the hallway like landing area off camera, because I always never know what to do with them, so I just added in a few paintings and a few flowers and stuff over the actual wall that goes down the stairs. And then this is the master bedroom, so it was using the vampire wallpaper that's got this pattern on it. You can imagine that the sim who wanted this bedroom was like, I want to have it in a style of a hotel, so they've gone like very classy, very white and gold and black, and sort of made it very luxurious, and using like furs and satin stuff to make it a really luxurious place. It's kind of a very contrast from the rest of the house, except for the front room, so it's quite a nice little room, especially as it's not like overtly big either. Kind of, you can fit everything in, and you don't have to put too many of the like wardrobes and stuff in. I did want to make them have like a little dressing area, but then I couldn't fit in the bathroom and stuff. I suppose I could have used the bathroom for the guest bedroom to have like a walking wardrobe area, but then I thought that we needed more bathrooms, so this is their little one. So they've done it in a more modern style to the one that is downstairs. They've got a little roll top by the window, so they can sit in the bath and look out the window, see what's happening. And then we've got a little modern shower and one of the concrete toilets as well, because I thought they would be trying to reflect the more modern style of their bedroom, so kind of zhuzh it up, but we still got the like classic like jungle adventure tiles for the flooring as well, just to bring in a bit of colour, because I wanted just white walls. And then this is the little toddler's room, so I thought they would be on the first floor as well, so then if you need to take care of it, your Sims are not like traipsing all the way up and downstairs just to take care of it, because I know how annoying the Sims are when they are dealing with the toddlers in games. So I thought everything being on the same level would be a lot easier, and it's got everything that you need to take care of a toddler. As put the high chair and all the stuff in here. We kind of gone for a woodland sort of theme, putting some extra decals and having a big bear as well, and some toys and stuff. I wish they could use that item that has all the toys in it as an actual toy box, so that would be more fun for them to dig around and stuff in. And just adding a few little bits. There's not actually that much you can put in a toddler's room without it being really over the top. And then this is the guest bedroom, so it's kind of in a similar style to the master bedroom, but really pared down, so it's got like literally just white and this very light purple colour in here. And it's only got two wardrobes, a mirror, a seat. Kind of doesn't have any paintings on the wall either, so I thought it's not a room that they kind of bothered to decorate in, because they don't really have their family come around that often, so they thought they wouldn't bother decorating it that much. So this is the the younger kids' bedroom up in the attic, so they are just the child age. So we went with a green and yellow theme in here with some neutral wooden tones, and I used a little sparkly like mint wallpaper in here, which I never get to use, but it's quite a small little room, so you couldn't put too many things in here, so I thought it'd add in the colour by the wallpaper, and made sure they had lots of posters up as well. And then this is the teens' bedroom, so I went with some angsty grey colour, so we're gonna go for a grey, solid grey, and then a little two-toned one on the two walls as well. And having the little nook there was perfect to put a little desk in, and an arty sim, so I put a little easel in here, and I wanted to put a proper double bed in here, but there was really not enough space, so I thought it'd be nice for them to have the little 4-poster one with the little sheer curtains, and especially in the like darker colour with the little stars and stuff. I thought that was quite nice, and then we could bring in a few blue colours as well, because it's got the blue detail in the 2 different colours, and then tried to squeeze in enough little items to make them have some sort of a personality. But if you wanted to download this build and then like make them have their own space across the hall as well, that would be quite fun to do, kind of give them 2 different sides of the attic. So at the moment the other side of the attic, which we'll see in a minute, is just where they dump all their seasonal stuff. So we got like the Christmas tree and all the different, a running machine as well in there, because I thought they would have bought a running machine at some point, and then the kids came along, so they had to turn one of the rooms from a gym into an actual bedroom, so they've kind of put it up here, and then they've got their Christmas tree and pumpkins and decoration box and all sorts of stuff up there. And we used some of the vampire textures as well up there to make it look as though they don't really bother like maintaining the little attic space. And then at the back we've got a little patio area around the conservatory. I also put a little pool by the modern extension. It's kind of more for show, because if you lived in Edinburgh and had a pool, you probably would never ever use it unless it got like above like 20, which it barely does up there. It probably does get more than 20 up there, but it's probably only like a rare occasion. We've got a few trees at the back and a little swing, and I also put in a little slide as well, so the toddler could actually have something to do out the back. Now I actually go and line the fence with some bushes, because I didn't like the harsh like glass of it, and then there was like a weird corner, so I was like, I should do some little flower beds, so using the circles to make it a bit more organic, and then just filling it up with every single plant that we have in the game, just to make it look very full and very nice as well. I'm going to add a little seating area up the top as well, so your Sims can come out on a nice day and sit and have their meal out there. I also put a little seat at the bottom of the garden and a little basketball hoop as well, because the back garden isn't that big. I thought it'd be nice to keep as much grass as we possibly could, so then there was a lot of green space, and also like putting in the double different types of bins, just to make one of them pretend to be a recycling bin and the other one being a normal bin. And then I forgot that I'd added in the laundry, so I like snipped in a little washing line, which was perfect, putting it there, and it was nice that it fitted there. And then did a little bit of terrain painting under the rocks and stuff, just to make sure that they're not just sitting on some green patches, to make it look a little bit more realistic. And then just putting in a little seat and some plants as well in the conservatory, and then I put one of the old little lamps up to make it look like it was one of the original ones from that they used on the outside of the house. And we also put in a few of the pet stuff out here as well. So if you have a little pet, they have their own little space, and I put a little feeding area where I put two different bowls in. So one of them is pretending to be a water bowl, which would have been quite a fun feature to have if we had a food bowl and a water bowl, but obviously we didn't get that. And there's a few toys about as well, so if you have a bigger dog, you probably need to change the dog bed as well. And just add in a bit of decoration on top of the build as well. So on the outside we just put a few plants and stuff, because a lot of their gardens had the little iron gates, so I used like iron fences. So I used the one from the vampire stuff, and then put a lot of little topaz trees about and just a few rocks. And then I forgot where the cars were, which is never in the kids section, even though they look like toys. But I just add one in on the little port area, and then there's a little set of stairs by there and on the front as well. And then just do the final touches and add a little chimney, and then we are into the screenshots. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you'd like to see any more builds, then feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.